to be absolutely incredible. The last time that we saw Twitch Rivals with Party online, it was brand new. People didn't really know all too much, but now a couple months later, there's going to be a really big skill gap, and so I'm going to be really excited to see what players have really taken the learning curve and say, you know what, I'm going to learn as much about party animals as possible so I can come into the next Rivals and be as prepared as possible. So it's going to be fun.
Absolutely. And listen, Tipsy, you were at that last Party Animals showdown. What can viewers expect from today's, we'll call them like frivolities?
Call it renewed beef. I'm ready for it. There's gonna be people that recognize some names that are gonna have to go after those names again with a new format too. So we'll get into that a little bit more. But I'm excited to see what old stuff gets brought back up, or maybe some new rivalries. It should be good. I'm excited about it.
One thing's for sure, it will be a party for sure. Now, before we move on to today's event, let's take a look at some of the most exciting moments from our last event. Oh yeah, and this one where Rome and I have talked about asking Tipsy a little bit about his analysis here, because Tipsy, the former Magic the Gathering fan, I guess former, yeah, we'll call it that. You definitely have a lot more experience on that game.
Yeah, I had to stop playing because the cards get expensive after a while. So, well, I had to give it up. But I think I could probably maybe piece together what's happening on the board here. So,
well,
yeah.
And I was gonna say, Rome, I will say, digital card games have never been my forte. So I have a ton of respect for people who can harness the power, for sure.
Yeah, there's been a lot of card games. I think the one that I was most familiar with that Rivals did was Snap. I think Marvel Snap, I think that was the one I was most familiar with. But if you're familiar with Magic the Gathering, that would be awesome, because, yeah, these next clips, they're pretty awesome.
Yeah, we will get to those in a hot second while we are chatting through for these. Oh, here we go, actually. Yep. Let's take a look. This is the MTG Arena Showdown with a little help from Venus. These are the clips of the best of the best. Let's enjoy a little nom here. Okay, so let's talk about this. Rome, we talked about competition, really having momentum and how that really can make the difference, be that silver bullet. This is Numut the Nummy with a nice win to start off the event.
Yeah, and that's what you really want to do, is start off the event with a little bit of momentum on your side. You know, you never want to start, with a loss. If you're able to get that momentum going at the beginning, it's going to be a lot easier to carry that through to hopefully potentially get the victory.
Absolutely. And speaking of victories, our next best of the best is just around the corner. And this, we will say, and I mean, I got to say, Tipsy, like this is one of those where we're continuing to watch, this unfold and the momentum really do a job. But I'm assuming from these digital card games that what they're doing right now is, it's not easy.
Well, it's about building combos, and that's a big combo, and then some rebuttaling, but ultimately, there goes the win right there. So that's kind of what this game is. It's all about building up, and in this case, building up quite large, and then coming back from the depths, which is interesting. When you have red decks, typically it's a faster deck. In this case, it looks like they fell behind, and then we're able to bring it all the way back from 20 to 3. And
I was going to say that's quite the difference. That's pretty impressive.
Yeah, from going untouched to losing the battle too on the other end must not have felt too great.
Yeah,
guess not.
Yeah, it's never a good feeling.
No, and there is the V for victory, of course. And finally, this, of course, Averose, they managed to take out all his enemy life with a nice combo without losing a single life point. Tipsy, that is, of course, as you mentioned, on the other side of the coin, no life lost seems remarkably difficult.
Once again, with the red decks again, once you're facing one, you need to stop their onslaught before it completely destroys you. And unfortunately, that wasn't the case.
It was not, but this has been Venus's best of the best. Make sure to clip your favorite moments from today's show, and they might make it onto our next segment and could be in the running for Venus's best of the best moments. And of course, make sure to check out Venus Facial Hair and Skincare, a dermatologist-tested 3-step regimen that respects your skin. The dermaplaning razor, primer, and serum help to cleanse, smooth, and exfoliate, and of course, hydrate the skin for an instant visible glow. It's at Venus with skin-loving products designed to give smooth skin from head to toe for everybody. Available on Amazon. Oh man, I love it. Well, let's get into the structure. And yes, for sure, Tipsy just nailing that move. Let's get into how we're going to structure the chaos of the day, because of course it is a chaotic game, no doubt about it. That's where the fun and frustration happens. But Rome, the chaos really begins with how many players and how many teams are starting off in a round robin format.
Yeah, it's going to be 64 players coming into today, 16 teams, which means it's going to be 4 players per team, and they are going to be battling it out. First up, it's going to be a round robin where we're going to have 2 groups of 8 teams. It's going to be single round robin, 7 rounds. One match is going to be 2 games long, and teams will be ranked within their group based on their total points. And then the bottom 2 teams from each group will be eliminated.
Those playoffs will be super fun as well. And Tipsy, single elimination bracket for those final 12 teams, nothing to shake a stick at.
No, and you're definitely going to want to be on top. It looks like you're going to get a nice bye if you are able to get a solid win. But if not, you're a spot later in the round there. But it'll be a best of 3 series of games, and winner take all there.
Speaking of winning, and what a great segue that was, let's talk about it. Rome, you and I were chatting before we came on the air here that the points system is really fascinating because it equals dollar signs.
Yeah, you can see there at the bottom during the round robin prizing, every single half a point that your team gets is $60 for your team. So every single point matters because that is more dollars in your pocket. And then you can see overall, there's going to be $40,000 worth of total prizing that these players are going to be going up for. And you can see it at the top as well. You get a Twitch Rivals medal. That thing is no joke, okay? They had them at TwitchCon, and those things are official. They are nice, clean, and they got some weight to them, too.
They do indeed. And Tipsy, I know you got excited the first go around with this showdown. The second one is no different. First place team not only gets the money, the prestige, but also a sweet swag box that I'm sure could make it in the background of any of these streamer setups.
I love it. I mean, I'll take any of the characters. I'm staring at Lloyd. He looks happy as all heck, just being that little plushy toy or plushy beanbag. I don't know. They all look amazing.
Lloyd.
I'd carry that Nemo keychain with me anywhere. I love it.
See, and there you go. And that nice Nemo trophy is brilliant. And that, of course, goes to the winning team captain. We'll talk about these teams. And you know what? We talked about what the first showed. And Tipsy, you talked about some of the rivalries. Well, guess what? We got Chris Melberger and Chilled Chaos among those coming back for a second go-around.
Oh, yeah. A lot of familiar faces. I'm going to be fair again. Whiskey. I'm not going to be rooting for you on camera. I'll be doing it in my heart where it belongs. But yeah, a lot of familiar faces, maybe some renewed rivalries.
In Rome. I mean, let's not let these cute little avatars and everything fool you. These are some tough cookies here. And I'm Apex Days Technique getting excited for the entire lobby.
Yeah, Team Data Dave looking primed and ready to come into today and turn some heads for sure. You know, we've got a lot of returning players, like you said, a lot of familiar faces, which is what you want to see, because guess what? If this is your second time playing, you're going to be even better at the game this time around. So the competition level is just going to keep on increasing. And
I see Crunchus and Blizz there over in Mr. Yamas. Is it llama? Like llamas? I don't know. Anyway, Tipsy, anybody here you're keeping your eye on as we go to our third and out of 4 of these team groups?
A lot of names are familiar here, but Connor Eats Pants, I was saying it earlier, I believe he's been in every single tournament I've hosted here, so it's good to see Connor Eats Pants again, and always a good time to have them, but there's just so much good talent here, and so many people that can just easily steal this. Speaking of, oh my.
I like that we left the best for last. T-Pain team, fantastic. Very excited. Oh, and B1. I know B1 under Catgun and Genicles and my gosh, Gen Tentacles? Oh, I'm just gonna butcher all names here, Rome. But this has to be this lobby. It's a fun party game, but it is a scary lobby.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be scary. I mean, you're looking at T-Pain squad. I mean, you know that he's been getting into gaming more and more, getting even more competitive. So seeing him in a Rivals yet again, and this time he's got Big Cheese on his roster to help try to bring him that W. We just saw Big Cheese at TwitchCon at Twitch Rivals. So who knows? Maybe he can bring some of that magic over.
Maybe he can indeed, but only time will tell. A segment that is literally good as gold. It's Golden Khakis. As an official supporter of Twitch Rivals, State Farm believes good things happen when neighbors come together to strengthen our communities. Now, for this segment, we're going to ask chat to help reward our favorite neighbors from the Twitch Rivals community. You're going to pick the category for today's Golden Khakis award, and at the end of the show, you'll pick the winner that will receive the State Farm Golden Khakis trophy. Come on. Here are the possible categories for today's Golden Khakis Award. Come, let's take a gander. And we got most distracted neighbor. Okay, so these are for the players that don't mind their surroundings. We got the most calculated neighbor for the players that plan their moves strategically. We've got the most courageous neighbor for the players that take those risks. We're talking fraggers, we're talking frontline. And for those most caring neighbors, for the players that just can't stop hugging their opponent. And Tipsy, hugging their opponent in Party Animals feels like a courageous and calculated move.
Yeah, I mean, it seems like a move you could go for. I'm more of a distracted person, so I might have to go distracted neighbor. That's just how I live my life and how I play my games. But yeah, caring, courageous. It's a weird case of hugging, fitting both of those in this game. Yeah.
Wow. What about you, Rome? What's your vote?
I like courageous neighbor just because I need as much courage on my team as possible. If I'm sitting here getting knocked out and someone's picking me up to flick me off the map, I need somebody courageous to come over and knock them out for me so that doesn't happen. So it's the courageous neighbor for me.
I mean, and we're talking about, as we mentioned, a chaotic party game. A chaotic party game that is designed as like a family feud, designed to fight each other to the death. But with cute animals. And so for that matter, the fact that we have all these different elements and all these different maps, to be clear, most distracted neighbor feels like the right move to me, simply because this is a Party Animals game and that's literally part of the mechanic. Tipsy, what you already talked about your pick, but last showdown, which of these picks would you have guessed would come down?
I would say Courageous probably would have won it last time. We had some great camaraderie. It was all about teamwork and being there for your team, and not just during the game, between the games. We saw moments, and if you don't have that today, I don't know if you're going to be able to walk away with a win today.
I guess we're going to find out here soon. But speaking of finding out results, let's take a look at what you had to say. Drum roll, please. The most distracted neighbor. Yes! I am very excited. That will be fun for sure. Now make sure to keep an eye out during today's event. You'll be voting for the winner at the end of the show. So stay golden. And remember, like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. This is going to be so much fun for sure. And of course, one thing that neighbors don't bring to the party are weapons. But Rome, there are some of these weapons in today's competition. How, and pardon the pun, they make an impact.
I mean, they make a huge impact because, I mean, when you look at, whether it's the lollipop, the tennis racket, anything, whether it's going to be the ice gun, taser, there's so many different weapons. And if you know how to use them and when to use them, it's really going to be a big advantage. I mean, there's tons of times where you can pick up the crossbow and make sure the players stay off the map so they aren't even able to climb back onto it. So if players are able to utilize these weapons to the best of their ability, then they're going to definitely be above the rest of the lobby.
Tipsy, from our last showdown, where, of course, a lot of our players have been, what kind of usage of weapons did you see, and how often was the fish utilized?
Oh, the weapons are like a catch-22 because they take a second to get a handle of. Like, they're not the easiest things to grab off the ground. And that once you get it, though, that's when the power can happen. The none are going to damage everybody, including the user. So watch for that.
Someone else who should watch for that is part of our next segment. Chat, it's time for today's game plan. Fidelity Investments. Now, whether you're a gamer new to investing or you've been at it a while, Fidelity makes it easier than ever to feel good about your decision. decisions. So let's check in with one of our participants to see how they've prepared for today's event, for today's Fidelity game plan. We are joined by Hanksta Girl on Chris's team.
Hello.
Hey, welcome. Look at how festive your stream setup is. What a delight.
Thank you. I love decorating for the holidays.
Well, you do it well. First off, this may be a party game, Hanksta Girl, but this competition, as we mentioned, is fierce. You've had, obviously, the game has been out. What kind of preparation have you and your teammates done leading up to today's event?
So me and my team were actually in the very first Twitch Rivals Party Animals, and it was super fun. We ended up making it all the way to the championships, but we lost in the final game. So we've got a lot to prove today. We practiced, a couple of maps. We've got some new strats we're going to try out, and we're just really excited to play again.
Nice. Now, I don't want you to spoil some of these strats and some of these things you guys have been working on, so I'll keep it simple. What are your favorite characters to play as? Are you going to be an otter? What are you going to be? What are you going to be today? I think you can spoil that for us.
We like to be the purple cat, but if another team is playing something purple, we've got Goo Goo on deck, who's the little pigeon with glasses.
Okay.
Sorry, I wasn't ready for Goo Goo.
I know, he's got such a goofy
Goo Goo
name,
might be
but
the way
that
to
makes him
go.
perfect.
Hankster. Sorry, that threw me off. Anyway, Hankster. Okay, as far as favorite character, I think we just figured that out. But how about maps? Are you more of a fan of the ones where there's a sporting event kind of thing, or just knock them out?
We really like the team-based events, so we've been practicing the arcade one a lot. We really like soccer and football, but the knockout ones are really fun too. I just feel like the knockout ones are a little bit more risky because, anything could happen, but we've got really good team chemistry. So with the team games, we feel like we've got it on lock.
All right.
Well, we are excited to see the chaos unfold and see these strats put into action. Hanksta Girl, thank you so much for joining us.
Yes, thank you for having me. Have a good one.
Good luck.
Good luck.
That, of course, was your game plan presented by Fidelity. With straightforward tools, Fidelity makes it easier than ever to invest the way you want. You can even start trading U.S. stocks and EFTs for as little as $1. Oh, and I'll tell you what, Rome, we talk about that Fidelity mention making it is very easy, right? But of course, something we aren't going to mention, going to mention, if you're unfamiliar with Party Animals, this is what I think is the hardest part, if I'm going to be honest. The physics. My gosh, it is the most frustrating thing, and especially for some of our streamers, some of our players who I think are more what you might call hardcore FPS. They're battle royale. They're, like King of the Mountain, which they understand that formatting and everything. But the physics, Rome, enough to make it spin.
Yeah, you got to line up these punches perfectly. You can't be looking away from somebody. You got to make sure that everything's lined up correctly, or else you're going to be scratching your head. When did the punch go through? Why didn't the kick go through? Why didn't it connect? Why is my guy not climbing a certain way? You got to be able to figure out exactly how to maneuver your controller, how to maneuver your mouse and keyboard, whatever it is that you're going to be playing on. Because, yes, the physics in Party Animals can definitely take a toll on you. But, I mean, like we just heard with Hanksta Girl, I mean, they have been putting in the work. They are better this time than they were at the last Party Animals Twitch Rivals, and that's what you want to see, is the squad coming in with some new things to pull out from under the sleeve and say, hey, we can shock all the other teams here.
Absolutely. And Tipsy, as Rome mentioned, and I think a great way to put this Party Animals game, especially if you're looking for a game to play over the holidays with your family, and watch out, is more like easy to pick up, very hard to master.
Yeah, I mean, for someone like me, impossible. I've been playing it since launch, and I feel like I hit a wall, and I don't think I'm gonna get any better. But there are better gamers out there, and that's not saying much. But there are better gamers out there that will pick up those strats and will be able to do that and will master some things, and I'm excited to see that here.
Absolutely. Well, the chaos will begin shortly. But chat, it's first time for Guessing with Duncan. Yeah, where you have the chance to win big. Check out the polling widget in the extension right now. Make your predictions and watch your name shoot up our leaderboard. There it is. Now, the top 10 finishers get $10 Duncan and Twitch gift cards. And the first place winner claims egg. It's hard for me to say, but it's awesome apparel. Plus, entry into a monthly drawing for a Duncan and Twitch Rivals co-branded gaming chair for one lucky winner. Make sure to enter !Duncan for the full rules. Cast your predictions right now. And, Tipsy, speaking of predictions, let's start with you. Who are some of the teams you're keeping your eye on today, and why is it Team T-Pain?
Well, I mean, I'm going to keep my eye on there for a different reason. Might be fangirling a little bit over here, but I would watch for Team Zootopia is what I'm going to call them. We called them that last time, sticking with the name. Corgi Cam. They're going to have a lot of fun. I don't know if they'll win the whole thing, but I promise you that they will feel like they won afterwards. So that'll be someone to watch for sure.
Absolutely. Rome, same question.
You got to keep your eyes on T-Pain squad for sure. But I'm going to be looking at E-Rob squad, Team E-Rob. E-Rob plays in a whole lot of Twitch Rivals. He's very, very competitive.
Party Animal Showdown number 2, presented by Venus. Now, as our competitors get into this lobby, Tipsy, let's start with you. The last showdown, we actually saw IRL costumes. Are we expecting that this time around?
I think between me and you, we've already got there, but we should definitely see some good looks. I'm back to Corgi Cam. You're going to see their usual awesome looks. But we'll definitely see some looks and some excitement. It's Twitch Rivals. You got to show up, right?
Yeah. You got to take this comedy.
Exactly.
Rome, we heard from Hankster Girl just now that their team really prefers sort of that team tactics game, the team fights. Talk to me real quick about the difference, really, the two main buckets of gameplay that we're gonna see today.
Yeah, so we're gonna be seeing pretty much like just basic Rumble Royale. Just make sure that your squad wins 2v2v2 action, get them off the map. Simple as that, be the last squad standing. It's pretty straightforward. But the other one, we are going to be having about 8 different game modes that I'm hoping these players are going to be familiar with. We got Lollipop Factory, Fluffy Redemption, Into the Game, Safely Afloat, Trebuchet, Beast Hockey, and Beast Soccer. So these players are going to need to know all 7 of these team-based games as well, for sure.
Pressure at all. But hey, listen, something you might be noticing is a new feature we have on Twitch Rivals called The Feed, where we bring your commentary directly into the show using graphics. Technology. Join the conversation by dropping some fire comments in chat or sending us your best memes and one-liners on X or Instagram at Twitch Rivals. That's use the hashtag #TheFeed, and maybe we'll see your comment on the show. The more puns, the better of this, I am sure. But we've got a lot coming up right away, including match number 1. But first, Tipsy, if you're a player here coming in to this competition right now, my gosh, what are you thinking under the bright lights as they prepare in this lobby?
I'm preparing my team at the moment. I wanna get everybody hyped up. I want that energy to be there from the start to the finish. Wherever that finish might be, they're doing it together. So this game is a team game. The way this is formatted, you cannot win without your team. So what I'm thinking is I need my team. I need to get them hyped. I need them to feel that we're going to be winners no matter what here.
Absolutely. And Rome, we talked about this earlier that I think this is one of those games that's can be so remarkably frustrating, but also is hilarious. Feels like the perfect game for a holiday family get-together that could potentially go wrong.
Yeah, sometimes it can be frustrating, but listen, when you get a clean knockout, a clean jump, flying kick, it is oh so rewarding. So it makes up for it in bunches for sure. So that's what makes Party Animals so much fun, is that you can get knocked out and your friends are sitting there laughing at you. You say, okay, I got you. And then 20 seconds later, you get them clean right back and knock them off the map. So it's definitely a good, fun game, back and forth. A lot of a lot of competitive potential. Excuse me, competitive potential. Tongue twisters everywhere today.
Speaking of tongue twisters, let's get this party started. Not sure what that segue was about, but either way, game number 1. Let's go. And here are
Zootopia, Team Zootopia.
Yeah, you see everyone getting ready. Everyone loading up. Team Corgicam is coming into today, and they're already ready to go. Things are getting started.
I gotcha.
As compared to last time, it looks like Corgi's put some armor on. They're ready to go to war this time.
Yeah, I'm liking the
clear,
choices right now.
I will say, just to be clear, that smoke is not them flatulating themselves. It is more about the speed in which they are running those physics.
I like how we started off with a dogs and cats kind of fight here. We got the purple kittens versus the corgis. I like it.
Does anyone else think this is a commentary on... Sorry.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I like
Rome.
the purple kittens. Like the purple kittens are pretty coordinated and nice, but oh my goodness, absolutely getting fried down. Crossbow. I mean, Corgicam doing a solid job right now, making sure that they stay in the ice water, and that's what you're able to do with the crossbow. Is every time someone tries to climb up, you just pop them one more time, and they go right back down.
You may have called that like right off the get-go there. You did say that crossbow is built for keeping people down.
Yeah. It's definitely the one of the main way to watch out from this map. Once that lollipop drops down, you're going to need to watch out for that one as well. You can see the bombs already starting to come in. Players avoiding those ones, but things are looking really good for this squad right now. Team Corgicam is just keeping them down with that crossbow after they take them out. And just like that, they're going to be going up 1-0.
Yeah, I mean, that was great team play there. I told you Corgicam was going to come back with a vengeance this time around. They had a great time last time. I think they're looking for a crown, maybe.
Cool.
Yeah, today's a pretty special day. I was going to say, like happy partner anniversary to Twitch Rivals,
yes.
You know? If you can see in the chat, it's their partner anniversary. So a big day for Twitch Rivals all together.
How about that?
No better way to celebrate it than Party Animals, right?
Hey, it's a party after all.
Get that bunny ASAP.
With animals.
Everyone's after the rave with animals, of course. Yeah, we got the rave bunny now with the crossbow.
Why can't I connect with them?
Yeah, you got to hang on to it. And you can hear they say we've got to get him. He's got the crossbow, but he actually drops bow into the drink, into the water right there.
Dogs on me.
Interesting to see. Corgicam's score last time around when it came down to the final scores was not as high as Team Melburgers, but it definitely looks like Corgicam they've been training. These dogs have definitely seen a day or two here now.
I mean, the fact that
I will say
they
they're
won, still having 3 people up. My bad, Kate. I was just gonna say the fact they have 3 people up still, like, I mean, that shows that they're definitely prepared, because a lot of times you see it come down to 1v1s, 1v2s, but that was a straight up 4v1 at the end.
Yeah, I mean, you could argue they had all 4 with a little sack at the end. There's those nunchucks.
These comms are epic too, gang.
just popped up. Dog just popped up.
You can hear the passion in all their voices.
Push him, push him.
And yeah, right
They
now
were
the
not going to
Purple
go
Cat,
down.
Shovel.
yeah, they're making a comeback. Hankster Girl, she said that they've got some new strategies, and maybe those strategies are coming to fruition here on this first map, as they're looking to tie things up 1-1. And after they get this final puppy into the water, they're going to be able to, and that's exactly what happens. Can he get up in time? No, and that's going to be a 1-1 game.
And there it is.
The kiddies came back.
I was going to say a tie game and perhaps a commentary on climate change. Either way, let's take a look at, oh gosh, that is a new weapon. Let's talk about the, what is that? Tennis ball.
Tennis racket. Yeah, that tennis racket is no joke. It can knock people out clean and easy for quite some time. You can see the headbutts coming through, trying to keep this kitty down, but it's not gonna be able to happen. Now, a big thing in Party Animals that a lot of players don't know is that you can climb faster if you headbutt while climbing. So if you randomly headbutt while climbing, you actually climb way higher than normal. And that's something that players
like life.
really. Yeah, they really got to make sure that they can learn that mechanic, because it'll help you get back on this map specifically so much easier.
I've been playing for 3 months, and I just learned that right now.
What a complex competition we have before us.
Thank you for that.
Yeah, and another thing people don't know is that you can actually build up the charge to how far you throw people. And every time you pick somebody up, you need to hold down that circle button, that X button, whatever it is on your controller or mouse and keyboard. You can see the lollipop coming into play now. This thing is no joke. To get every player
sabotage there.
Yeah, you never want to see that. That's the crazy thing about the lollipop, is you can hit your teammates too, and it's definitely not pretty.
Team Zootopia still with all 4 members. The kitty cats are slowly falling apart here, and that should be a 3-1 victory.
Oh,
they're not
Yeah,
letting
they are.
Whiskey get back up here.
not at
That'll do
all.
it.
My goodness.
We can't let him get it.
Talk about making sure that the player's down for the count.
I had a shovel, I got hit
Jumped
with
right
it.
on top, and that's going to be a 2-1 advantage now coming in for Team Chris Milberger.
This
Oh,
would be,
excuse me, Team
I would
Corgi
call
Cam, right? They're
Corgi
actually the
Cam
ones
taking
up.
it.
Yeah.
This would be a mild upset, I would believe. Corgi Cam scored somewhere in the middle of the field last time around, and this is Melberger was, I believe, our second place team last time. So this would be a bit of an upset.
I mean, it just goes to show you what can happen with a little bit of practice. If you put in the time, put in the effort, things could work out for you in masterful ways. As their squad's currently up 2-1, they're able to potentially get one down for good. Oh, and one of the players
there it
coming
goes.
in for Corgicam, not able to get back up.
Bada taught me. When we're down, we're on fish. I'm gonna fish.
When we're
frying
down,
pan
we're going
coming
to
out.
fish.
Try to fish. All right,
I like that. That's
that was close.
Yeah, I
when
mean,
you get eliminated.
communication.
The tossing is a big deal.
Yeah, it is a big deal. So letting them know what you're going to be throwing onto the map. So letting them know, hey, it's going to be a bunch of fish. So be prepared for that. And you can see that. Wow, that kitty doing a great job. And Banthony, another player that we've seen before in Twitch Rivals. But, oh, man, there goes the crossbow. And that's not something that you want to be in the sights of. As both of these players are
And that'll
trying to fight
do
for
it.
position. Yeah.
Wow!
Trying to keep him down.
Never out. Meep's doing
Never
a great
out.
job.
Trying so hard.
Wow.
Look at this crossbow work, though.
I'm gonna try to jump over there.
Yeah, and you can see the crossbow is just chilling.
3 right now. This is the most
crossbow's
nicely
just-
contested version we've had.
They were just firing from a solo place, like a solo iceberg. Nobody was even over there. They were able to just fire that crossbow from so far, and that's going to be helping out their team a ton. But now they're getting down to dire
2v2.
straits. 2v2, yeah.
Oh, man. Meep's getting hit by their own team.
Save the
Uh-oh.
fish
Saving the
for
fish.
later.
Yes.
Save it.
The Rave Bunny has now gone full Popeye. It is going to be a 2v1 with everything on the line, and that might do it.
That was a nice toss.
That,
That
will
one's
do
breaking
it.
off.
Team Zootopia with the first win.
That's
Wow.
gonna be big. I mean, Corgicam coming up big right there. Their squad going up, taking that one 3-1. That's what you love to see, starting things off hot.
Yeah,
I'm sorry. Who was it? Who was
That
it
was
wanted us to
quite
read?
the match.
Mr. Girl, sorry.
Yeah, and you can hear the comms after. They were so hyped to win that one, man. There's no better feeling than winning your first
Oh,
game
man.
of the Rivals.
A little trap. Did you hear
Shots
that?
fired.
Yeah.
Shots fired.
How about that?
Hey, listen, sometimes you got to get a little bit down and dirty. And it seems like that's what these players are going to be doing right now with the trash talk coming. Factory, you got to pretty much get as many of these gems back to your side as possible and pull that lever and get them through that hole. So we'll see who's going to be better at this one.
This is one of my favorites personally. I don't have much of a sweet tooth, but this
Do that.
this map is definitely the most fun just because of the levers and people getting stuck in there.
They're fighting hard.
Are they gumdrops? I've always wondered what they actually are. That
I believe they're the
I call them
gumdrop
gems, but-
buttons.
Yeah, gumdrop buttons. There we go.
Not the gumdrop buttons!
Oh my goodness, he's got to hang on, barely able to. Wow, that was a
Obviously
close
worth a lot more points. This giant teddy bear gummy. I want to say gummy bear.
No, they got it. They got
Yeah.
it. They got it.
call. Yeah, gigantic gummy bear, and that is going to be heading over to the blue side right now. They're
Corgi
going to
Cam
need to
side.
keep it out of their side.
Oh,
Oh man, they're doing
a
a great job
spade.
of dragging it over. Ooh, the shovel's
See if
out.
that beef gets involved there. Hankster getting hit again there.
Yeah, this gummy bear right here is definitely the prized possession for all the squads right now to try and be able to get.
Oh, that's a lot of gumdrops that are going to drop there.
Nope, it's going
Oh,
down.
yeah.
It's going down. I can't do anything. Bubbles go
Wow.
forward.
They just got to
The
make sure that
teamwork
they get
here.
them all.
Look
and-
at Corgi left alone to their own gumdrops.
Yeah,
And
that
a free
right there
hat
is
if they want it.
It's pretty much
that's a
fine.
big
Look
blunder
at this strat.
from Chris Melberger. Because,
Unreal.
They're coming to our side.
yeah, right now Team Corgi
It's
Cam, they are
close.
running away with this.
I'm on it. I'm on it. I'm on it. I'm on it. I'm
Well,
on it. No.
actually, it looks like Melberger might have the lead, but there's a lot of work being done here.
On, like, destruction mode.
It's close.
They are
Yeah, this is a very
big,
close
tech-
game. Very close game. You're right.
we need to do something about the big one.
See that full circle already done for Melberger's
Yeah.
squad.
I'll go help with the big
But
one.
that
like they
green
heard us
gummy is
talking
going to be
about Corgi.
massive.
I'll go with
Oh, if they get it again, that could really open things up for Melberger.
Oh dear, there's
Yeah.
a bomb.
You can see the intensity
like
in
it.
Whiskey's face right there.
I pulled their lever just to fuck with them.
Straight focus.
Intensity's a word. I don't know if I would use towards his face, but maybe.
All three at their base.
He definitely looks like he's laid back in this case, which is unlike the gameplay we're watching right here, right now.
It's working for them right now.
Sure.
It looks
Man.
like they're gonna go
Phased.
they're gonna go the route of the gummy bear, and Corgi Cam seems to be going after the smaller gumdrops.
Hit him.
Mm-hmm.
Got him.
Over right now, it's
You know what's interesting about this, folks? I was gonna say, Rome. I think what's interesting about this game is that this actually is a great, like, team comms boot camp. Because
Well,
you
there's a-
have to get, you know what I mean? This could be a really good way to train for that.
Yeah, there's a lot is going on in this game. Like, you need to know what's going on at their base, at your base, in the middle, on the sides. Where's the gummy bear? And the big gummy bear always seems to have at least 4 people on it, 2 from each team. But once
a
again,
constant battle
Team
for it.
Corgi Cam in the middle, just grabbing gumdrops, as you can see in the background there.
There's all 3 of them are right here.
Corgi now
Knocked one, but I got knocked.
moving over to the gummy bear. Someone's got a ice pistol.
There we go.
I'm not sure who, because it seems like everybody's going down from that.
Need lever. Oh, dude, that bunny.
yeah, they got to get this big one over. They got to get it through
We almost had it.
through these couple of
Nice. Pulling it,
storage.
pulling it, pulling it. I need help.
I don't even know what to call these things. Storage shelves, I guess. You got to get this big
That
old
is the
gummy
tough
bear
part.
through the crack and battle for it.
Corgi looking like Leonidas standing in there.
Yeah, keep it going. Keep it
Wow, and here they go dragging it back.
I just killed him.
going.
Oh!
Man, I'll tell you what, guys. I feel like this is the reason we have the draw points. Because this competition has gone back and forth like a game of tennis.
Right now with a slight lead, but not like a point. Oof.
There's 2 of them on.
Is
Gummy.
Corgi Cam.
Definitely coming down to the wire. That lead Corgi Cam currently has is definitely not safe. All it takes is one giant gummy bear, and
Wow.
this game could turn on its head. And you
Wow.
can see the battle trying to keep it out and doing a great job.
And look at
Yet
this
again.
bunny. Pull it.
Try getting me.
Go, Bunny, go! Go, Bunny!
I'm coming.
Oh, man. That was the Energizer bunny there for a second.
Yeah, they are doing a great job of getting this all the way to the other side. Are they going to be able to get it in? No, they
Oh,
get
but
knocked
right
out.
back.
And the gummy's heading.
You mess with that
Corgi Cam,
cat,
no.
you might get scratched. Oh.
Oh, man. Yeah,
Anthony
right now,
seems
Chris.
happy to just have this.
Lever now. We don't
Don't
make
do
sure
it.
the gummy drops. That's huge. Chris Melberger's squad in the lead.
Taking
now.
the lead.
I want to get minis. Chris,
Whew.
get minis.
I'm fucking dead right now.
Keep them going.
I'm gonna do that though.
They got 2 minis. They got 2 minis.
And it is 0.1% of a circle difference in score right now.
Yeah.
Cats have gone full gummy bear, and all of Corgi Cam's points have come from gumdrop buttons.
Not the gumdrop buttons. Yes, the gumdrop buttons coming in clutch right now. As yet again, they're going to get another one, and slowly but surely, as long as they keep on adding these up, they're going to be okay. You know, you don't need to go for that
Oh,
gigantic
wait a
one. I
minute.
believe it's six. 6 small ones equals one big gummy bear. So,
Damn hole. It's tied up. It's tied up.
I have a feeling we're going to be seeing both of these teams again. They are fighting like this is the finale. Like this is unreal.
yeah, this is some major passion right now coming out, and they're able
And
to get
Corgi,
it in.
win it right here. It's over. Wow! Wow!
Corgi Cam muscling it in, not letting anyone stop them. They're going to be winning this one just barely. My goodness, that was close.
It's too early for this shit.
Team Zootopia really showing up in this first round. Wow. And they are excited, as they should be. God,
Yeah.
going on over here now to Chilled Chaos.
Honestly, just stall it. We don't even have to score at this point.
Looks like away, and Red has a slight advantage, which would be Team Chilled Chaos. But right now, fighting for survival, it looks like.
Even if you don't score, pull it.
Yeah, this one is very close. This one might be coming down to the wire as well, depending on how this gummy bear drops. Blue had control of it for a while. They're currently down, needing to get back into this one.
1 minute marker
getting-
just went off.
Yeah.
Is dangerous, though. That would give them the lead if they can get it, but they do not. In fact, they send one of their teammates down with it.
How much time is left? So you want to go for little ones as well, just to get.
Yeah, and at this point, all the red squad is going to need is one gumdrop or 4. They could do 4 small gumdrops or 1 big gummy bear. Either way, that's all they need to close this one out. And they're looking to do it with the gummy bear.
Yeah, the gummy bear, no matter what, would be the win right now.
Yeah.
They are still doing some work with the gumdrop buttons.
Only needing a few more gumdrop buttons. But if they're able to get this through this tiny crack, just like that, then they
That
might
might
be able
go.
to just one last push.
That might
and that's what
go.
happened last time, and there you go.
And that'll do it. There it is.
Come on, that's amazing.
Wow.
Bonsai
Team-
excited to see it.
Yeah. Chilled Chaos, Team Chilled Chaos is going to be feeling good about that one. Getting the W. And it's all about these points, man. These points are everything in round robin because that is straight cash in your pocket, like we said. And you can see the clutch up right there coming in. That one was close, as both squads had more than 2 circles completed. So these games are coming down to the wire.
Wow.
Oh man, they are coming down to the wire, and I will say, as I mentioned before, those comms are everything. And I mean, listen, this is a fabulous game. It's a fabulous game to play. It's an even more fabulous game to watch. Am I right, Tips?
I was very invested in that early game with Corgi Cam and it was in Melberger. It was just absolutely back and forth, and both rounds were just. There was no clear-cut winner. You never knew what was going to happen. Each round was a little different, and each gummy bear was a little different. So it was fun to watch. And hey, that's just the first round.
I know, and I'm gonna say, Rome, we literally saw strategy, which, you know, it's as if you were the family member that takes games too seriously. Like, that's the kind of strategy and strategic gameplay that we just witnessed from several of these teams.
Yeah, that's pretty much what everyone is coming to today. Like the person said, it's too early for this much hype. But guess what? It's Twitch Rivals. You gotta get hyped right now. And I don't know what he's talking about early. It's already the afternoon. You gotta wake up. But then again, might be
Yeah, to show
hours,
up hyped.
You know? Exactly.
Absolutely.
Exactly.
Yeah, and like they all of these players are putting in work right now. In fact, this is all of our offices right now. So if you're watching us from your office, huge thank you, of course, who want to be part of this. Make sure to head on over to chat and say what's up. We've got drops coming, of course, and you know, a lot more competition. That was only round number 1, Tipsy. I think technically every team, if you make it all the way to the finals, you'll be playing 11 games, I believe. Fast math, man. I don't
Something
know.
like that. Yeah, caster math is rough.
Something
Asking
like that.
casters to do
Over
math
10.
is a scary thing.
Absolutely. Well, and hey, Rome, well, how does this compare to, you know, some of like, and Tipsy as well, like casting and playing this game? It's got to be, you're calling on all of your understanding of physics of this particular, you know, gameplay, but also like the little things that you've learned from other FPSs and battle royales and things that are more traditional. They come into play here, right?
Yeah, I think you hit the nail on the head, mainly with the communication aspect. I mean, some of these FPSs, you got to have really good communication to be able to understand, okay, when are you going to get this cross from me? Are you going to be able to clear out this site for me? Things like that. But now in Party Animals, you got to be able to communicate, okay, who's got the weapon? Okay, make sure that we can double team this guy. Make sure we get him off the map. Make sure, you know, you team up on certain players. You ask for help when you need it and get players to help you out. So there's all different types of things that go down when it comes to communication. So Party Animals is huge when it comes to that for sure.
Absolutely. And Tipsy, how does this compare to that first showdown? I haven't seen any costumes. I will put that out there, which, you know, is a real sad part for me. But how does it compare in terms of strategy? Are we seeing these teams have like that refined strategy that they might not have because the game was out so close to the last showdown?
I think Corgi Cam's team is a huge example of that. They were a team that struggled in a lot of the rounds, but absolutely, I mean, we just saw it. They crushed it, and they were not going up against someone that was not used to this game, that didn't show up last time and absolutely dominate competition. Corgi Cam's team is a perfect example of what can happen 3 months out as opposed to 2 days out.
Absolutely. And Rome, we saw a lot of passion. In fact, that last, I don't know who that team member was in that last clip, but the physicality of this game, IRL, is not to be put under.
Yeah, I mean, you could see these players getting hyped the second that the game was over, standing about their chairs, flexing, getting all amped up, and that's what you love to see. You love to see these players get so hyped over a game that most people would probably look at and say, oh, you can't take this game that seriously. Guess what? Yes, you can when there's this much on the line and these players are all battling it out. This much competitive, when you put this many competitive players in one setting in a game like this, it's just going to be hilarious, and that's already what we've been getting.
Yeah, we've been seeing a lot of volleying back and forth, a lot of teams that were very clearly matched correctly, and the seeding should be interesting as well. In fact, speaking of that, let's take a look at those standings, where our teams have netted out here after our first round. Tipsy, Team Chilled Chaos, Team Joe Bartolozzi, and Team, of course, as we talked about, Corgi Cam, all at numero 1, 2, and 3.
2 wins each. Yeah, and we see one game we didn't get to look at is the Island and Data Dave. It looks like they split that series, but we got a taste of all the other ones there. Uh-oh. T-Pain. T-Pain with 2-0. You know that. You know he's going to come to play, though. You know his intensity is going to be something we're going to see. Not surprised to see 2-0 there.
And Rome, I think what's important to remember is that the bottom 2 teams from these 2 groups do not continue on.
Yeah, so that's where you got to realize, okay, we're already 1 out of 7 of these rounds through. We got to make sure that we start to get some of these wins, get some of these points, because guess what? Every half a point is $60 for the team. So already T-Pain, they've already gotten what, like $240 for their team with 2 points. So, I mean, that's not that bad if you ask me, especially for just 1 round. So if I'm on one of these teams, I'm saying, hey, listen, we are getting some of these points by any means necessary, okay? Do whatever you got to do, because, yeah, this is straight cash in your pockets that you could be missing out on.
Gameplay? Nah, game pay. Speaking of, let's go into our next round. This is match numero dos. Remember, every single team will play the other team. Boy, you know what I'm talking about. It's a round robin. It's going to be fun. I'll hand it over to you guys.
Yeah, nice bridge.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Get it? Because we're on beat up bridge.
Yeah.
Let's go. I'll be here all day.
You're welcome, ladies and gentlemen. You're welcome.
Oh, man. I'm guessing this one's going to go quick because I don't feel like people know how to grab and hang on and climb as well as they maybe should. As you can already see, a lot of people already fell off the map, and now it's down to a 2v1.
This one
Now
is
it's down
very
to a
easy to
1v1.
miss a drop kick and just be gone. That's it. You'll never know when these things are really going to drop. And even if you do hold on, you might be no hope of coming back. And just like that, up 1.
Yeah, beat up bridge
Anyone
usually
else?
goes pretty quick. So I'm really not surprised that these ones are going to be going pretty fast.
Wow.
I was going to say, is anybody else at all anxiety-ridden with the height here? Does that make anybody else anxious? No? Okay, cool.
Air, water. I just don't want to go off the map. That's all I'm worried about.
There you go. There you go.
Oh, that was like a little sassy kick there. Did you see that?
Yeah, just put her down at the edge and gave her a nice little little boot.
A little nudge. It seemed like they stared for half a second first just so they knew what was going to happen, and then they did it.
Okay, that one was me.
And it's
That one was me.
3v2. Right? Well, now it's going to be 2v2. No, 3v1.
Yeah, and that's
And that
never
is
a fun
not
situation
good.
on a bridge like this because there's nowhere to run at all, nowhere to hide.
Look at this.
I mean,
in here with a suit and tie. Can we talk
I
about
was going to say,
that?
Carney Jared coming in for the pro look here. He came for work.
yeah,
Look at that.
fresh out the business meeting into a Twitch Rivals, not mad at it.
Oh, now the bridge is going to
What?
tilt on them. And
Yeah, so they gotta make sure
it's
they're
going to get
grabbing-
vertical.
Yeah,
This
if you're
round
not
will go
grabbing
way
onto the bridge
faster.
and climbing up to the top, things are going to get rough for you. As Chosen Droid just made aware right there, as you can get tossed off the map very easily.
I can't stop staring at this cabbage corgi. That cabbage corgi
Cabbage
is maybe
corgi
the
is
cutest
very
thing I've
cute.
seen. Yes.
That's a bomb. I hear the bomb. I don't like it.
Oof.
I like the
bomb. I don't
rebellious
like it.
cow.
Oh, Carney, unfortunately, was on top of the situation. Now in trouble, but hangs on.
Oh,
Wow,
able to
nice
climb
save.
up. Yeah, very, very
Oh.
close call right there.
This
Coming
bacon
in.
refuses to give up. Oh, there he goes.
no!
Commentator
Chosen
Kurt's
Droid
calling.
landing on another player and dropping off the map. Unfortunate for sure. You can see Carney Jared not able to finish him off. Ends up falling off. Wow, that's unfortunate.
Carney's gonna sweat all over that nice suit. It seems like getting really into this. Cabbage corgi hanging on, maybe.
You're good. You're good. Just
Wow.
remember, you can throw fish at the
Every
You
corgi
can
is an
see it.
island, and that one is just hanging.
You can't hang on forever though. That stamina will wear down eventually.
Yeah,
And
don't
there it
get-
goes.
don't
Oh,
get-
there it goes.
And you
How
can't
about
get hit by the
that?
fish. Wow,
How about
JCG
that?
coming up clutch.
All right. Bunny getting the win for the last one. That's JCG.
Ash, please.
Now going to be targeted, it seems like. As this moose says later. Jay not happy about that.
Yeah, you
As
can
you
see
can
the
imagine.
emotion on her face. Yeah, definitely upset. But hey, you gotta understand that party animals, it can end very quickly for you. As these rounds go very, very fast, and the edge of this bridge is very unforgiving.
You know, that duck looks like a stormtrooper, but they're actually hitting their shots. Oh, never
Oh
mind.
my
Okay.
gosh, they all fell. No way. Is
Oh.
the cabbage cool? Is the cabbage still hanging on?
I mean, if they're still there, I don't know how they get back.
No.
And
no,
just
they're
like
not.
that, it's 2-2. Wow, we're going down to the wire with this one. Final round.
Yeah. This is what you love
And
to
we got
see,
another
a
leaner.
showdown for the ages.
I have to say, the competition has been very tight. Like, we have a couple teams that have 0 points that honestly fought their hearts out, and someone's not going to get a point here, and both teams deserve a lot of credit for what they did. This
Yeah, that could
bowl
be
is
rough.
not quitting. Whoa.
Chosen
Fall
Droid trying to
yet.
get back up.
Oh.
A couple grabs
Oh,
at a
my
time.
goodness.
He's got to
Oh,
get
but
it.
he's maybe
Don't
taking-
grab onto the player.
Takes the stormtrooper duck with them.
Wow. Said
Is
if you're
it
going to go
1v1
down.
for this whole thing, and that might be it?
Yeah.
This bunny, JCG, maybe someone to watch here.
Yeah, JCG clutching up for Team E-Rob right there. Going to be winning this one. Good stuff coming out of them.
I still love that cabbage, Corky. Look at it. It knows that. Someone killed it. Okay.
And the next one's going to be Fluffy Redemption. That's going to be fun. Because you know, you gotta take the coals and put them in the train car. It's a fun one. This is gonna be a good time.
As far as strats go, this probably has the most different ways you can do this map. Because you can either play defense on somebody else's train, or you completely focus on yours, or you have to play offense on your own card. There's so many different pieces to this map that makes it so much more complicated than any other map. And look at that, immediately! Wow, Bull Rush is over.
Yeah, not wasting any time whatsoever. As you can see, some of these coals already starting to get moved all the way across. As those trains at the top is what you got to keep an eye on to see the progression that each team is making. As this one could be coming down to the wire. This one, a lot of times, this one comes down to the wire or it's a blowout. It's usually not in the middle.
He got the power up over here.
JC doing some great work over here. This is a good strat. Get rid of the fuel that possibly could make their train go faster.
Yeah.
Yeah, he got the cola, or he got the power up over here. I don't know
Dude,
how.
why is this? Oh my god, I swear to God. It's twice in a row. I should have known he was still going to be over.
A lot of the good teamwork here, but there goes the defense on the other side.
Yeah, and you
Our
can see
Stormtrooper
already
duck.
the red squad is in the lead by quite a bit. They're going to need to keep this pace up if they want to eventually win this one. But they're doing a really solid
Red-
job right now. I mean, they're kind of running away with it at the start.
It's interesting too, because like JC was over here doing some great defensive work, and now look at it. Genticle's not letting anybody pass with that racket in hand.
Have I been muted?
And I mean, there's
And I
so
mean-
many of the coals that, like, even if you flick off 10 of them, they still got 15 more to be able to put in. So
Exactly.
it might not be as helpful as one would think, but honestly, it wasn't a bad strat. I probably would have did the same thing.
Yeah. Red's got a really good lead here, and I'm telling you, this is mostly Chosen Droid doing absolutely so much work, taking on people 3 at a time, tossing people into the fire, off the train, using weapons. It's all there.
And taking your body, and there it goes.
Oh my goodness.
Wow.
Chosen Droid calling it easy.
I
He
mean,
said, I'm
someone
gonna
to
take
watch.
the coal, take it off, and then I'm gonna take
Look
your
at
body
this.
and toss that off. Yeah, Chosen Droid, not messing around. Chosen
Finally
Droid,
taken out.
We still got.
finally
What
someone
does it with
takes
a
him out.
smile?
Oh yeah. I mean, when you make a play like that, you got to be feeling good.
Phew.
Kill him. We put more into
Nice,
the.
nice.
A lot of bodies already on the floor there.
Ooh, the tennis racket's out.
Cabbage
Ooh,
Corgi
Genticles.
once again just playing so much defense. E-Rob is just taking it to the face. Full Serena Williams style here.
Oh my goodness, this is bad. Yeah, just getting smacked by a racket that many times by a Cabbage Corgi is never gonna be what you want to happen in a situation like this. And that Cabbage Corgi is gonna be feeling good, just blocking the way, making sure that anyone that comes his way is going to be facing the wrath of that tennis racket.
Speaking from experience there, Rome, how many times have you been hit by a cabbage corgi with a tennis racket?
Wait, listen, not by a cabbage corgi, but I've been hit by the tennis racket way too many times to count.
Oh, man.
You mean to jump off? I didn't mean to jump off. That was not bad.
Oh, here we go. The cabbage corgi.
I mean,
oh, gets knocked
Wow.
out. Whoa.
Team E-Rob making a move here, and now maybe can make a run at this. But they need a lot of help.
So annoying.
They even know it.
Whoa.
Chosen Droid
Yep.
is the one to watch. Absolutely bull rushing people.
That's when you know you're making an impact, is when the other team is calling you out by name.
Yeah. I mean, I'm gonna say it. Watch them throughout this tournament because those hits were on point. Look at, you can see it again. They were just holding down over there. Oh, I don't know if that was part of the plan, but it almost worked. JC again, now using weapons.
Ooh,
Blue is
Taser's
making a bit
out.
of a comeback here,
Yeah,
but I don't know if
slowly
it might
but
be too little
surely.
too late.
Yeah, they're doing a solid
That's
job.
red.
They're saying, get that lever down, make sure that we're good to go, slow him down as much as possible. And I mean,
Ash,
like
you're
you
pulling
stated,
the-
it might be too little too late. They're only about halfway done.
I got a firm hold. They're coming. I got him off. We're good. Let's go. I got him off.
Look at these dodges, and finally, one lands. They're just gonna get rid of them together. Oh, still there? Not anymore. But I think Red, with 10 seconds left, can pretty much lock this in as a win.
Yeah, this one's looking all said and
Team
done.
Gentacle is gonna take this one, I believe.
Yeah, Gentacles, you can hear the squad. They are hyped. They are happy right now, and rightfully so.
That was a long one, but wow. Yeah, well fought battle. Great defense on both sides. It's just, I think Blue just got going a little late. Team E-Rob got something going at the end. It just was far too late to get anything else out of it.
Yeah, definitely feel the same way. This chosen droid, definitely going to be a problem for E-Rob's squad. Definitely needs to keep up that momentum, keep up that good gameplay to help his squad even more.
100%. And I would like to say a quick PSA. If you're watching and you hear screaming happening near you, it's possible you could be near one of our streamers because, my gosh, those comms are intense. And something, Rum, what I wanted to remind everybody is that, like, I don't know if you've seen this, but even, I've never seen this, I think, in gameplay or certainly in esport before, but every time people die, their cameras, they're laughing.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that's because you realize, oh man, that person got me good, or you realize, okay, I'm gonna come back and get you. But honestly, it's just a lighthearted game, so it's really not too much to take on the chin if you end up getting knocked off.
Well, you know what? We're going to knock off for just a few moments, give these players a little bit of time off for a second. But don't you worry, because we'll be right back with our Twitch Rivals Party Animal Showdown number 2, brought to you by Venus. back. Twitch Rivals Party Animal Showdown number 2, presented by Venus. And of course, I got Rome here. Tipsy will join us in just a moment. But before we move on, I want to say there's been so much that we can say. We are going to have want to give you a chance, something to talk about right now, which is a special deal from Gillette Venus during today's show. Now, click the Venus channel skin around our video player to unlock 20% off their first dermaplaning razor that visibly removes fine facial hair and dead skin. It's dermatologist tested, respects your skin for an instant visible glow. So from dermaplaning at home. So no trip to the salon needed. That's easy. So click the channel skin and get yours now with this special deal. Awesome. Fantastic special deal. But like Rome, as we say, we've got a lot of special things happening here today. And one of those certainly has to be some of the offense and defensive strategies that have been employed by some of our teams on just these first 2 matches.
Yeah, there's been quite a bit. It's been pretty fun to see, especially with the team-based games, like you said. I mean, we got Lollipop Factory, which was the first round that we got to see these teams really start to get that teamwork down packed, because, I mean, they got 7 rounds to really figure this thing out. It is round robin, so as long as you're not in the bottom 2 of your group, you're good to go at least to move on. But, hey, if you can find a way to be in the top 2 of your group, that's where you really want to be. That's going to be the cream of the crop, because you're going to be able to get that bye once we get to the playoff, and that's what you really want, is as easy of a road to the finals as possible.
Absolutely. Well, and I think what's also great about these Twitch Rival events is that we get to see the pros play some of our favorite titles, and sometimes they're not the kind of titles that these pros usually play. But it also gives us the ability to help you win against your friends and family this holiday season. So, Rome, what are some of the pro tips that we have seen played out? We talked about great comms, of course, but what else can we talk about in terms of helping others get good at this game to, take down their loved ones this holiday?
Really, it's understanding the map itself and the weapons that are going to be coming onto the map. Like we said, we had the first map where it's the iceberg, and you just got to get people into the ice water. That crossbow is so good, because if you get them into that water, you can just keep on hitting them with that crossbow, and they can't do anything to get up. So unless somebody on the other team comes and knocks you out, you're just going to be able to keep on hitting them with that crossbow and make sure they turn into ice. So it's really about knowing the maps that you're playing on, knowing how to communicate with your squad, and knowing how to use the weapons on the maps provided, because this is only going to get wilder and wilder as we go on. I mean, we saw Fluffy redemption with the trains, these players having to drag all that coal, use the teamwork to understand, okay, should we be dragging more coal, or should we be trying to stop them from picking up coal more? What should we be doing? How should we be playing this out? And you can see the teamwork literally evolving before our eyes, which is awesome.
For sure. I was going to say that strategic delegation is so interesting with this game in particular, because there is the let's be the last one standing. Then there's also these team fights that, to your point, like the Lollipop Factory, right? You had if you were doing things correctly, or maybe doing things strategically, you had a certain number of players after that giant gummy bear, and then a couple of others. I saw this a couple of times, a couple of single solo players who were just getting those gumdrops, and they were doing the long game, which I found fascinating.
Yeah. I mean, that's what you call teamwork. Understanding, okay, who's going to be going for the big old gummy bears, and who's just going to be soloing, getting the tiny gumdrop buttons, and that's what you want to see, is the teamwork really start to come out. So hopefully we can keep on seeing that today.
Well, I suspect we'll be seeing that right now, because our gameplay is ready here. This is match number 3. We have our round robin format, and we are kicking things off right now. And listen, Tipsy, welcome back, my friend. Oh, is that T-Pain?
Let's go, bitch. Let's go, bitch.
Yeah, I believe it is T-Pain.
Back at the right time.
Great timing, honestly, to come back.
I was gonna say,
This man, I'm excited. The man is all hype. He is so hype. I love him.
If you would have told,
room, my goodness.
If you would have told 15-year-old me that one day I'd be casting T-Pain playing Party Animals, man, I never would have believed you. This is awesome, though. Seeing him have fun in a Twitch Rivals.
Look at this!
And his squad is winning, too. That's the other thing. His squad was up 2-0 to start. Not sure how they did in the second round, but, man, either way, shout out to T-Pain out here.
I don't think I've ever seen anyone do the back jump strat that I just saw. T-Pain reinventing the game.
Yeah, it's actually a flying kick. It's a way to turn around really quickly and get a direct hit onto somebody. It's a really quick jump and then kick. You kick them really, really fast, and then you're able to do it. So the fact T-Pain already has learned that mechanic, that tells me that he has definitely done some studying, done some homework, and understands exactly how to play this game and some of the tiny mechanics that make things go.
Get up there, bro.
Didn't get the chucks yet.
Get up there, bro.
I'm fishing chucks.
All right, here we go. Imagine, though, on Pain's team, Brew. I'm not familiar with Brew, but I would like to. I love a good brew.
We got Tipsy casting. We got Brew playing. You know, it's
I think we were born to be best friends. There were some interesting things that just happened there. I feel like a lot of self-eliminations. That'll happen, though. That poison gets you quick. And
Yeah,
there
definitely.
goes Zuri's.
Yeah, she needs to climb back up, and she needs to do it quicker than later. And
Yep,
she is
it is very
frustrated. You
hard
can
to
see
get
it.
back out of that. Here's Big Cheese.
Big Cheese
Looks
coming
like
in.
it's just going to be a big puncher here. Flip it around, talking trash while doing it. If you're not talking trash while you're playing this game, I don't know if you're fully playing the game.
Oh, I mean, yeah, it's definitely got to be part of the game for sure. You got to let them know about all the incredible things you're doing to them, and then that can happen. Where you end up getting knocked out unexpectedly.
And now, oof, 1v1 here. Oof, this is the worst when it gets down to 1v1. Do you go for a weapon? Do you just dodge fish and hope they get hit by a fish? Right now, it looks like that. Looks like they're chucking. I don't know how much damage that fish would have done, but they tried it.
He's got the lollipop, though. That lollipop can be oh so lethal. You just got to get one good swing in. You see the fish coming in as well, helping him out.
Going for the drop kick. Wow.
He's actually cheating.
He's cheating. I love the call out for cheating. I'm pretty sure that's not happening in Party Animals.
Yeah.
If you're hacking Party Animals, I think you need to.
Oh my
find a
goodness!
hobby.
In 2 jumps,
Still
gets back
here.
on. Yeah, not over yet.
Okay.
Oh,
no,
that'll do
you
it
can't
though,
be doing
right?
that. Yeah, that
Oh, maybe
should-
not.
Oh,
Very good at getting back up that mountain.
the
But
quick
that
climb.
storm is coming in, and just like that, it's 1-1.
Yeah, close game, close series is what you like to see.
Jumpman taking a look here, who is doing their best Corgi Cam impression.
I killed the shovel guy.
Is this Duck? What is this Duck? Is this Duck wearing one of my shirts?
Oh no, they got the chucks.
I'm not sure.
Yeah, I got the shovel.
Oh, those nunchucks like you talked about, they apparently have that going.
Oh,
Oh,
Nunchucks
just
are
kidding.
dangerous,
They've been
and they're gonna fight over them. Oh, and now Red Team should be able to take them, and it looks like Brew has it. Oh, Brew lost him just as quick though.
Nice. I got the chucks.
Brew doing their best Psyduck impression.
Wow.
Gator down.
The Nunchucks just do far too much damage.
Alright, yeah, 4v1. We got it.
Look at that.
We got a shovel and chucks.
And you can hear the confidence from the squad. They said
Oh.
41, we got it.
And it was a full knockout, actually. That is it's hard to do, but you can knock somebody out just from hitting them so hard. And those Nunchucks definitely have done that once or twice.
Get a clean hit right on the chin. It's night.
That was a cool move.
Get it.
And right back into it. Look at that. Big Cheese just wants to play. Breaking out of the ice. Gonna pay somebody back, but takes it one more time.
Yeah, that one's gonna hurt. So you can see the freeze ray sitting right there on the ground. Nobody wants to pick it up for now.
Here comes Zuri.
Nobody picking up the hammer either. That is very surprising. That hammer is
I got the
so
racket
good.
in hand. Oh, as you say that, they think they'll keep it.
You gotta have it by the handle though. You can't be having it by the
my
top.
God.
There we go.
Avatar's got it officially, and now gonna start swinging.
And you can hear
She's taking a little hit.
Avatar Yaya, he actually just said, how are they getting up so fast? He says, because when I go down, I stay down for a while. If you don't understand the mechanic to get up quick, that is going to cost you severely playing this game. If you spam the run button while spamming the X button, you'll get up much quicker, almost like 3 times as fast if you do that. So that's how they're able to get up so quick.
All right, I'm going to hit you up later for more ways to get better at this game because you've already taught me 2 things today.
Yeah, that one helps me a ton because, yeah, getting up quickly is a massive part of the game, obviously. So, yeah, definitely helps
Shout out to my chat who has not taught me this in 3 months.
Yeah, you can get up way quicker.
One day with you.
Wait, you're telling me you've been playing Party Animals this whole time, not getting up quicker?
Well, yeah, I wasn't playing very well, but...
Oh, no.
It looks like T-Pain's going to take this one. Oh, not quite. They should be able to sack their way out of this, but this crocodile won't go down. Looking like Hugh Hefner, fighting like a younger Hugh Hefner.
While you're down there,
And
you gotta try to get up as quick as possible because that fog is unforgiving once it comes in. But like you stated, Team T-Pain gonna be taking home the victory there, 3-1 fashion.
Knocked him out.
Wait, now I got Twitch chat telling me they didn't know that either. Wait, how many of you guys didn't know?
Listen, apparently you weren't supposed to be a caster. I think you were supposed to be playing in this today. I learned a lot today. I had no idea.
That was good.
Oh,
I feel like I've done a disservice to Party Animals. I've been playing very poorly. Oh, this is one of the best ones. Into the game, you have to keep control of your arcade machine and collect coins and gems to get points.
Yes, this is going to be an interesting one because you want to keep the other players off of their arcade machine.
We might have an AFK Big Cheese. There we go.
Yeah, I was about to say. That could be an issue, but yes, that's why everyone is going to be battling for control of these arcade machines so they can get onto that game and get as many points as possible. And you can see already the Red Squad, they've already got quite a bit. I don't know how they were able to get like already a third of their way done, but it happened.
Yeah, if you get on there, you get a few gems, you're set to go. And look at that, right back on it again. You get a nice little shield when you get on there, but then you lose that, and if you get knocked out, you get knocked out. But look at this. Wow.
This is crazy.
This is T-Pain is just absolutely collecting. And here we go. Finally on the blue side. For a second. Got a couple coins. Looking at Zuri here. Right now it's Zuri versus T-Pain on the sticks.
I'm trying to. Jumpman is on me.
Got it. Look at that. And once again, Big Cheese now on the sticks. And they're going to be left to do it again.
Yeah. Coming through one more time. You can see they're already more than halfway done. And you can see they're blocking them. Oh, what a great job coming in by the red team.
I mean, 60% of the way already. There, we need to work on from, oof.
Okay, I'm over here. I'm getting them.
Avatar working on some work here.
It was so close. 2 diamonds. That's fine.
Only going to reiterate it because I saw quite a few people in chat say it again. How you get up quicker is you spam the run button as well as the X button or the circle button if you're on PlayStation. So you spam those 2 buttons at the same time and you'll get up quicker. That is how you get up much quicker.
My good. What was the other tip you gave earlier that I already forgot?
I don't even remember. There's quite a bit. There's quite a few random things that you gotta be able to figure out. If you remind me, I'll remind you. But
listen, yeah, we're probably gonna come across it again today, and I'll learn it again. As we go to 80% now, Big Cheese has been left on those sticks for far too long. Now the blue team's stopping almost any chance of them getting on it.
Yeah, the blue team is down bad though. They're losing.
And here we go again.
Really badly. This one isn't even close.
Big Cheese didn't move in the beginning and now has just done nothing but work. And look at that.
He's got that invincibility bubble.
More coin. Could be the end here.
They just got to get one last gem. They're trying to fight their way onto the machine. They need to get onto it one more time. Is that going to be it?
No!
No, not quite yet. Almost clutching it up, but there it is. There's the victory.
Wow. Big Cheese
So is
one more shot.
Is Team T-Pain 6-0? Are they undefeated?
They are currently 4-0, right? Three? No.
This is the third round, so yeah.
Yes.
I think they're
oh wow,
6-0.
yeah. Wow.
I don't think they've lost, so wow. So
I
this
mean-
squad already has earned $720 for their team if they're 6-0.
Get those points. I'm running for him. I got you.
I mean, to
That's
be fair,
massive.
that team plays with intensity, so I mean, we might be seeing some T-Pain for a little while here.
Yeah, T-Pain is smurfing out here on Party Animals. He's been grinding the game, didn't tell anyone apparently, because his squad is no joke, nothing to play with.
Our first look at Data Dave and Giga. Giga.
This dude's too good.
Corky Cam's got some more VTuber friends here. Look at that.
Yes,
Got a whole VTuber team.
That is too good. We're getting our fucking asses handed to us. We can like never get on the machine.
Oh, not quite. We just watched quite one of those. This one's a little closer, and they're making a comeback here. A lot of a
Yeah,
comeback.
most definitely are. Yeah, a lot of a comeback. You're right. Yeah, they're getting back quickly into this one, and that's the thing. If you start to get some momentum, if you're able to get a few players knocked out at the same time and
but
get
they're on
that
the
invincibility
sticks.
bubble around you, you're good to go. But yeah, that invincibility bubble might be enough. Not quite.
Bro, what? One or two play the game right now, bro.
DB. It looks like Blue was trying to get on Red's machine to try to dodge it and hit some bombs. Smart move. It is a little dangerous if you accidentally collect a coin, especially when they're that close to winning. I'm just realizing we got a whole monkey team. The gorillas are here.
Oh yeah. And here we go. This one looking like it's about to end as well. And yeah, that one's going to be over. This Team Technique and Team Data Dave is going to be clutching that one up, picking up the victory.
You'd say
we've
they
got a
were
few
using-
squads that are on a roll.
Look at that.
Please, get the coin.
Let's go, Toel. Just one coin. Just get a few.
Look at this skin too, looking like a Pokemon.
Let's go, baby. Yeah. Did we get it? Did we get it?
They're going back and forth.
It is so
Almost
close
done. This
again.
one's
Oh wow, this is
coming
as close
down
as
to
it
the
gets.
wire.
Got it right here
I stopped him.
on the
Is that
screen.
JCG?
Yes.
Wow.
Y'all are so lucky. Holy shit.
Yo, this one's not that
Sleeping on the job there. JCG again
God, let's go, baby.
on the forefront of a win. Someone to watch. We've seen some big plays from some big players today. JCG has done a lot of them.
Yeah, JCG's definitely been playing and putting in some work for squad, so we'll hopefully see that trend to keep on going. And you can see Team Duelicard does go down, so they're gonna be upset about that one. Because Team Island Grown picking up the W.
So close on that. I mean, they were really good though, right?
Yeah, no, they were really good.
I'm surprised that they're 1-3. Like they're
Yeah,
really
same.
good. Yeah.
You know what? To piggyback on what was just said there, the competition has been great. Whoever gets eliminated in this is going to be so disappointed because they definitely came to play.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say some of them came to play, but I think there are some that came to win, and we are seeing a lot of that gameplay even right now, actually.
And back to Corky Cam with Meeps.
Get this person with the shovel.
We need more defenders over here. We need more defenders over here.
Let's see. Oh,
You hear the
And I think that
communication
might be
working out.
Right in the back of the head.
Gang, is that an Ori skin? Ori and the Blind Forest, or am I just...
I mean, a lot of these things look like they might be from something. I swear one of them's Garfield. I swear one of them's Psyduck. Like,
Fair point.
one looks like a dog from something, like Spot or something like that. It's like the Wish.com version of each of these.
Oh, he hit the bomb. He was so close to being done.
We're getting greedy. We need a knockout. Yeah, just kill this fucking.
Blue with a pretty commanding lead right now.
Oh god. Just get
Yeah.
Oh, no.
He said, "Are we on mainstream?" Oh no. Yes, you are.
There was a 1 in 64 chance of that being true, and yes, you were.
Shovel decimated. 2-0. Okay.
Team Chilled Chaos picking up the W there. Gonna be feeling really
There we
good about
go.
that one. So, man, yeah, this has been really fun so far. The fact we're only a few rounds in and already the action is this intense, you love it.
It has been every single game so competitive, and it's fun to watch.
My face hurts. Just FYI, just PSA for all of you watching, and for those of you who are going to play this with your family over the holidays, watch out because your face does hurt. And if I'm being completely honest, I was crying, laughing a little earlier, but it's fine. Mascara has not been ruined. At any rate, I will say that is amazing. Let's real quick talk about some of those pro tips, because I think you're you know what, Tipsy, you have been learning from Rome this whole time, and I think Rome, you've got so many tips. I remember how to get up quicker, headbang to climb faster, headbutt to be faster. There you go. Anything else that we can say before I get to those team standings?
I mean, I think those are like the main couple that have been able to point out so far. If I think of any more, I'll definitely point them out. But those are definitely the main ones that have been noticing so far.
I love it. You are pro tipping us real hard. Let's talk about the pros themselves. That would be Team Joe. 5 points here, Tipsy. 5 points, a single loss, but they are really showing us what they can do.
Well, whoever got that win against them is probably feeling semi-good. They'll be at least to be able to take that home. But yeah, 5 wins, that's, I mean, if I'm doing my math right, that's pretty good. I think that'll set them up pretty nicely for possibly a bye. And yeah, if you're looking on the other end of this, I'd be scared if I were on the bottom 2 spots there.
Yeah, indeed. We're looking at Team Mr. Llama SC and Team Squeaks. Unfortunately, looks like the number 8 team, Squeaks, is just, man, Rome, they're just not having a great day. Or maybe they are having a really fun day. The points just don't reflect that.
Yeah, that can definitely be the case, especially with a game like Party Animals. You can lose all 6 games and still be having a great time for sure. You could be learning, and like they say, losing is learning. So maybe this squad just needs to keep on studying it, and they'll be good to go for these last few rounds, because they definitely need to get a move on if they don't want to be eliminated here. But seeing nobody going perfect on this side, it is kind of eye-opening. I thought Team T-Pain, they had the clean 6-0, but no, they even took a loss as well. So everyone's at least taken 1 loss is pretty eye-opening.
Absolutely, and I will say, just a reminder, our bottom 2 teams will not be advancing through to our next playoffs and everything like that. So, hey, that is just the way the cookie crumbles, but my goodness, did they have fun doing it. But let's talk real quick about some MVP players and teams, because we just saw what the standings look like. Ron, let's start with you. Anybody stand out at this point? And I know that's a hard thing to do because we don't see the gamer tags as well as we would have perhaps in like another game, another esport, but who has been on your radar?
I mean, T-Pain's squad, I don't know who T-Pain decided to pick up, but there's a couple players. I mean, you got the enemies even calling him out by name on T-Pain's squad. I forgot the player's name off the top of my head, but I mean, T-Pain's whole entire team has been really, really impressive. Yeah, there's Big Cheese, and there was someone else that was doing really, really good on the train one. He was the one that called it. He's like, I'm knocking him off. I'm taking away the coal. And yeah, he did absolutely incredible. So honestly, T-Pain's entire squad has really, really surprised me as a whole. I thought they were going to do okay, but they're doing astounding. So,
Tipsy, how about you?
I'm gonna go to JCG. JCG is it seems every time we pop over there, there's a big moment we're seeing, and we've seen a lot of them from them, like solo moves and teamwork moves. So yeah, JCG maybe someone to watch out for.
Absolutely, and as we talked about earlier, I think one of those pro tips, bring it back to that for a second, was the idea of delegating to your teammates. You got 4 of them on these different challenges, and making sure you have a specific task ahead and that you have specific coverage. I mean, Ron, we heard people talking about, get these defenders, I need somebody else over here. Like, that's important.
Yeah, all that communication is very, very key. I mean, it's key in relationships and it's key in Party Animals. Simple as that. You got to be able to understand where you need more support, where you need more help, when to go on the aggressive, when to go on the defensive, and all those things coming together. It's just instant communication, instant teamwork that you have to be able to come up with on the fly, or else your squad's probably going to be going down.
Excellent. And Tipsy, let's talk weapons for a second, because of course we've now gone through another round here. We're going into match number 4. What are these? Which weapons have you seen make the most impact? I mean, crossbow has to be up there, of course, as the bomb.
The crossbow in the earlier rounds was that was killer for some of the teams. But the ones that have made, I think, a big impact every single round are the Racket and the Ice Gun, which surprised me. I really thought I would see the Nunchuck, but I feel like everyone was fighting over that, and by the time everyone got there, they were just punching each other. So, yeah, I'd say the Racket. We've seen a lot of Wimbledon kind of action today.
Yeah, not so much 3 love, just all out hitting.
All love.
All love. Yeah. If a hug can be used as a weapon, then sure, love from the Racket. I will also say that nunchucks has been really interesting. That ice gun, I've noticed there's a particular strategy whereby you ice somebody, it's like a 1-2 punch, ice and then kick. Ice and then kick, so they can't move anywhere once you've gotten them off of the ledge.
And they just keep on sliding right on off, straight to it. So that's definitely a good combination to be able to do right there. So yeah, being able to call it out too, be like, hey, I ice too. Hey, come get them off the mat for me, you know, instead of being able to drop your ice gun and be able to go pick them up yourselves. If you've got that communication and let your teammates help you put in that work, then you'll be all good to go.
Well, now we've got round 4 coming up here in just a few moments, but so Tipsy, let's talk about the first game map, which is Last Stand on Gator Valley. Talk me through what they're expecting coming up.
Gator Valley is going to be another quick one. The action is going to happen very fast, and if you're not paying attention from when it goes 3, 2, 1, you might be gone in the first second. So it is one of those, if you're not ready, you're going to be in trouble. What Big Cheese did in the into the game, that can't happen. You'll be out. If you're standing there, someone will kick you off.
Excellent. And in this round, Rome, we've got game number 2's map is Safety Afloat. First of all, you got to love these names. Number 1, totally on brand for Party Animals. Safety Afloat. What can we expect from this? It seems like there might be a water component.
No. So with Safety Afloat, it's a floating safe. So the safe is floating like a balloon, and you got to be able to grab it and pull it over to your side so that it can float up and away into the sky. So that's how you get points in that one.
Well, I cannot wait for that. Speaking of water, here we go, team.
And as we go to this one that already started, there's only 5 people left, and it looks like 4 of them from the same team.
Yeah, and that's never a good situation for the lone player trying to fight their way back on.
Look at this chilled chaos. Trying to give Joe their second loss?
Yeah, might be able to. I believe that's going to be all she wrote for this one.
Here we go. And like I said, just right at it, starting the punching. Popeye's spinach is right there, and that bunny's going for it.
Oh, sorry, I should have helped there. It's okay. Oh, I'm free.
Quick knock. I will say my favorite weapon just went into the water there, the plunger. It's not maybe the most strategically great weapon, but it is hilarious when you can stick someone with it. And look at this.
They got strats coming out. This squad ain't playing around. Okay, they're gonna be going up 2-0 real quick.
This was a very quick 2. I mean, I said it was gonna be quick, but I didn't expect this quick. And here we go.
Can't throw him. I'm gonna literally cry, bro.
I mean, you gotta think that Joe's team here is going to try to step it up and not get shut out. But that just shows you the level of competition that we've seen. It has been so good. Zeusy over here. It's 2v2. No, 2v3. With a couple people in the water still clinging to life.
Yeah, they're just trying to get their first victory here. I mean, it's gonna be a close call, though, especially.
Sorry, someone dropped bits and said throw the game. That threw me off a little bit. There's a decent amount of bits. 10,000 bits being dropped there.
Yeah, I don't know if that's the best advice either.
Maybe not the best.
That's a 3-0 though. That's I think the first 3-0 of the day that we've seen.
And a quick one at that.
That's huge.
Chilled Chaos, feeling good.
I believe that'll get them guaranteed at this point into the bracket.
So we're the number 1 seed, tied for it right now with them. Plus we would have tiebreaker.
That sounds about right to me, honestly.
Good stuff.
They should definitely have enough. Their squad's been putting in the work. They got a lot of points. I don't think they'll be in the bottom 2 for sure.
No, things are.
Definitely the fastest round we've had today. That one was quick.
Okay, listen, so one person needs to go on their side and put all the boxes. One of us needs to get rid of all of our boxes.
You can hear the strategy. My goodness, you loved it.
I love the spectator in the background saying, "My bad."
I don't know what TikTok is. I don't mind. It doesn't work anymore. I don't know what's wrong.
Can you guys hear me?
So,
Anyone else being push talk or no?
What is the strats again? Sorry, I was distracted by Joe's and Chris.
No, you're totally fine.
I do love the chatting in this game.
Oh, yeah.
You can do it during the game, but it's a ballsy statement. Okay, this is safety of float.
Bye, Blizz.
Take it.
And it looks like red is already up 1, which will be Team Zach.
Grab that safe that's attached to the balloon and just grab it and drag it on over to your side, because there's a big old suction thing that'll take it on up into the sky, and that's how you end up getting these points. And it's going to be the first to 3 safes that is going to be able to get the victory on this map. So it might take a while, because it is pretty difficult to be able to jump, grab it, and drag it over. So we'll see.
Look at this.